Hi YouTube, and welcome back to my Let's Play World of Warcraft on Wednesdays. So today I am doing my first solo raid. I have never soloed Molten Core before, or any other raid to be perfectly honest. And this is my first time doing this. Well, okay, let me correct myself here. This is the first time I will actually do a solo raid, but this is not my first attempt today. This will be my my third attempt overall. Earlier I tried and I didn't realize the trick with the core hound, so if any of you who are watching have actually done this raid at all, if you go in after the one boss, Magmadar, all the core hound groups, if you don't carefully kill each group one at a time, they resurrect each other, and it can be kind of messy. And basically you get to a point where it just keeps, they just keep rezzing themselves just over and over again, you know, and basically it's just sort of a never-ending battle at that point. And so that was, that was rather unfortunate. So I ended up having to just kind of run out of the raid because that was the only way to get away from them. Because they were actually over time eventually doing some damage. And then I read up on in terms of like, okay, was that a glitch? Was that supposed to happen? And yeah, no, it's supposed to happen. You're just supposed to be really careful in terms of how you pull the corehound groups and how quickly you kill them. So that's definitely a challenge. And then the second time I tried, I was aware of this and I was trying very hard to be very careful. But unfortunately, there was something going on outside our house, and it got our dogs all sorts of agitated, and they started barking, and so I had to go check downstairs and check out and see what was going on, and that just kind of ruined my whole concentration on everything. And I thought I had killed all of the core hounds in one group before I started on another group, and I didn't, and yeah, it just was bad news. So I had the same thing happen again, and so this is now my third attempt. Alright. Now these core hounds that you see here, there's just one. You know, you just have them one at a time. And, one at a time is not a bad deal, but when you have more than one, then you start running into problems. Alright, so past him. Some of these guys I can run fast because I'm not aggroing them at all, but I'm just trying to make sure that there's none, especially these patrols here and that kind of thing, that don't end up causing problems later on with the boss fights. Alright. This guy. And, you know, I could easily share my failure with my corehound experience in the video, but I decided not to because this particular raid, I mean, I think all the raids in general are going to be very long videos, so I need to make sure that I'm not taking up more time than I need to for my video. So, alright, so here's the first group of core hounds. I'm going to go pull them in the back here, as far in the back as possible first. Alright, now I'm going to start killing them as quickly as I possibly can. To make sure I get all of them completely dead. Alright. I think I can go after the... Can I go after the next boss first? There's a... Nope, I don't see him yet. Okay. I kind of also... I've decided I think I need to wait until all of the corehound bodies have disappeared as well. So, let me go in here. Get these guys out. Him so far the last 2 times I was in here, but I don't see him today. He's a big, oh, I forgot what they're called, but they're half fish, half people type. Yeah, I don't see him for some reason. Alright, so... Okay, bodies are gone. Carefully kill the next three. Get them all together. Drop one of these puppies on. Just try and kill them as quickly as efficiently as possible. Alright. Wait until they all disappear. Because I think with these guys, if I pull the next group within range of these guys, I think that was my mistake last time. There we go. Then you have the new guys resurrecting the dead ones there, and I think that was the mistake I'd made. So this is one where it's definitely a battle of patience. You need to make sure that you pull your poor hounds that you're killing far enough away from the poor hounds you're not killing so you don't end up with that resurrection effect. And if you don't, if you have more than, if you have even just one ad of these guys, you can't kill them quick enough. Alright, so now I'm gonna wait for these guys to completely die so that the next group doesn't resurrect them. Thankfully they kind of disappear fairly quickly. Alright, there we go. Yeah, see, it collapses and begins to smolder, and it's at that smolder point that they can be resurrected, I believe. Alright, so here's the last group. I'm gonna have to pull them too far because I don't have any other groups to worry about. I need to make sure I'm far enough back. I don't know if Magmadar would also resurrect them, but I'm just going to go ahead and make sure these guys are dead and stay dead before I face Magmadar. Still wondering where that other boss is. If I go into here, yeah, see, there's supposed to be 2 bosses in here. I hope I didn't run into a glitch, because if I did, because you're supposed to kill all of the bosses before you can engage with Ragnaros. So, yeah, that'll be interesting. And you'll notice here that I've actually started using, oops, I'm not here. I started using more than just my Howling Blast in these fights now, especially with boss fights, because they're starting to get a little tough. I mean, I can still solo these guys, no problem. I mean, you're not doing a heck of a lot of damage to them. But it's still, you know, it's still decent. You know, I'm anticipating that Ragnaros is going to be a decent fight, even tougher than this guy. Alright, you drop some nice purple items there. That's kind of nice. Alright, so I don't know where the other boss is, since I did reset this this raid, but unless that kill counted earlier and it doesn't reset for the until the next day, I honestly I don't remember, because like I said, I don't really do raids. I think I've helped in some bits and pieces of raids a couple of times, but I've actually never completed a full raid before, much less soloed one. So there's a lot about raids that I may not actually know very well. Alright, so now that I'm not here again, looks like I want to go that way. Let's take out this guy one minute. Just want to make sure I don't get lost. Places I, oops, and I almost jumped into the lava. Silly me. Alright, so I'm out here, and yep, I'm going to turn to the left. I think I can skip past some of these trash mobs. And try and focus on the bosses specifically. Although some of these, like the patrols and stuff, I think I'm definitely going to take them out. Just in case. Nothing running up on me in the boss fight. I've heard that some of these boss fights can be actually quite difficult, so... Alright. Okay. I don't think the boss is here. Nope, he's in the next area. So I'm kind of skipping past a lot of these guys right now because I'm not aggroing them. Okay, but these guys are kind of close to this boss, so I'm... Alright, so my game just decided to crash right in the middle of my approaching the next boss, Gehennas over here. And thankfully, I did not lose my place in the game as I restarted the game. And I'm going to go ahead and just pull some of these guys first before I engage the boss. There's an awful lot of mobs around here, and I don't want them to end up being pulled into the fight. So... They got some of these smaller guys too. I'm guessing that a lot of these guys that are close by are possibly need to be cleared out before I engage the bosses. So, just making sure. This one too. Hoping that the rest of these aren't going to get pulled in. If they are, then I'll just have to restart my game again. We'll see. Depends on how difficult this particular fight ultimately ends up being. Let's see, are these guys a bit close? They might be a bit close too. Keep in mind, as I said, I've never actually done these raids before, and you know, not as a whole 10 or 25 man, much less as a solo. So I really have, I have done some research since my first failed attempt, but I still don't necessarily know exactly what the heck I'm doing. See, I think I'm supposed to take out his ads first. So I'm just going to go ahead and take out his ads. I think there was like, yeah, the curse that I've got right now reduces my healing effects by 75%. And I've heard that can make this particular fight really, really bad if you get that curse. However, I'm a Death Knight. I don't really care. I don't really have a lot of healing effects to begin with. Alright, so there's that boss. Okay, and then we're coming upon another boss coming up closely over here. I'm going to go ahead and start clearing out some of these mobs as well. Just because I don't know if they're close enough to the next boss, so might as well, just to be on the safe side. Although if I get to an area where I don't think I need to clear out mobs, then I'm just going to skip around and have to. But I'm just trying to be a little bit careful. Oh yeah, so there's the next boss. There's Gar. So let's see. I'm going to take out this little guy. These guys don't become ads. And the Core Hound patrols. I'm definitely going to take those out. A little too close for comfort to that other boss, in my opinion. Let's see here. I take this one out first. That guy gets really close to the boss, so I need to pull him very carefully. No area of effect spell to pull him. There we go. Alrighty, now on to him, and I think this is another one where you kind of have to take out the ads first. Oh, that's right, he does have this heavy hit that he does. Even though I think the one from Ragnarok is first. You guys first. Oh, now let's focus on Gar himself. He is doing a little bit of hurt to me, but not a heck of a lot. And probably that hurt's coming from the fact that I still have that curse. 2 minutes left on that, so. And doesn't crash again. Especially not in the middle of a boss fight, that would suck. A couple items there. Alright. So, now let's look at the map. We've gone here. Okay, so I now have to go through that corridor there. I think we could skip the rest of these mobs in here. Kind of like the curses kind of purple effects as they're streaming off me. It's kind of funny. Alright, and then there's 2 bosses in the next cave. And of course another core hound and lava surger. At least I can take these guys out pretty quickly. But these are all a little bit harder fights than I mean, each one of these guys is about as tough as a raid boss is. Sorry, not a raid boss. A dungeon boss. Silly me. Alright, so there's Shazra and let's see. Baron Gitton. Okay. And he just kind of patrols around at a pretty good pace there. So let me kind of clear out some of these guys so I have less to fight and I deal with him. I'll deal with the Baron first. And then take on Shazra. Alright, so I will also clear out this little group over here. Pull these guys back so that I'm not in the path of the wandering Baron. Alright, so that clears this area a little bit, and then I will not sure that core hound's gonna get over here or not, but here comes the Baron. Take him out next. Wait for him to make his loop there. There we go. Poke him a little bit away from the core hound patrols. That's the nice thing about being such a high level, though, is that these guys really can't hurt me too much, at least not yet. I don't know about the Burning Crusade raids. I don't think those are sort of cool. Level 8990s, but we'll find out when we get there. Ooh, living bomb. Ooh, that actually hurt me a little bit. Some more purples though, that's nice. Alright. Can I eat anything here? I can. Alright, that's good. Alright. Oh, look at that. So I have Ignite Magma. So that's hurting me a little bit, but I lost an Ancient Hysteria. Spirit and Intellect reduced. Well, I don't care about that. Again, I'm a Death Knight. We don't care about those things. If I was a mage or a warlock, that would, or a priest, I think those would hurt me a lot more. That's one of the nice things with the Death Knight classes, that we can survive certain things that other classes cannot. So. Even paladins would be taking some of these curses and things. Another Shazra's curse as well. Magical damage is increased by 100%. Alrighty. I have all these curses going on now. Alright. So I guess we have to continue on in that direction. Because I'll have to take out this core hand. I don't think they do magical damage, so I'm not gonna worry about that too much. Alright. I think I can skip the rest of these guys as I go up towards the next cave and the next boss. There's a lot of bosses in this raid. But then again, these raids, you know, back in the day, if you were at level, doing it with like 10 or 25, depending on the difficulty that you're doing it at, would take hours to run through. I mean, this particular one might not take, you know, a lot of hours, but I'm guessing it definitely takes more than an hour to run through. It'll be interesting to see how long ultimately this entire run takes me. I have no idea. I've heard a lot of the stuff I was reading was written by people who had done this at level 80 or 85, and it definitely took them, you know, close to an hour to over an hour. So I hadn't read about anyone closer to 90 who had done it. So I'm going to take him out because then I can see the Sulfuran Harbinger right there. That's the next boss. So kill him. Take this guy out now. All his buddies. One guy looks like he's a little bit in the way, especially for this next boss fight, so I will also take him out. Alright. And I'm guessing once again, take out the ads first. Always have to take out the ads first. Alright, now we can focus on this guy. Certainly getting a lot of reputation with Jackson and Modern Wars. Not even sure what reputation even does anymore, especially for some of these classic reputation groups and things, but alright, so I got him. So then I need to go back and go that way and probably take out whoever that is next. Definitely a very involved raid. Although it's kind of funny to call it a raid because I can, you know, they now allow soloing. They used to actually not allow you to go in here by yourself. You actually had to have at least one other person. And I think there was a time when you had to have at least 5 other people if you were going to do it above level. And of course, if you're at level, you had to have like the 10 required minimum or something like that. So is this the right way? Yes, it is. This guy. Oh, there's 2 of them. Alrighty. Going the right way? Yes, I am. Now, if I was at level, I'd be aggroing these guys super easy because they're. If I was like level 60, and these guys are level 62, so you almost couldn't hug the wall to avoid them. I'm guessing. Alright, so we're supposed to be a mob here. Let's see, we have to stay in here. Sorrow's Curse fades. Well, it hurts me to stand on that. But I don't see any enemies here. Is that it? That hurts me, but I can't attack that. Alright, well. Like I said, I've never done this before, so I guess I'll go after this other boss first. Maybe I have to do them in a specific order. Not sure. And anyone who's watching, if you're watching this, you can always tell me, well, of course you're supposed to do them in that order. Didn't you read? No, I did not. Alright, so I gotta go this way for this guy. And then I'll go back up there and check and see if that other boss has appeared. Because I know Ragnaros, you have to kill all the other bosses before Ragnaros gets summoned as well. Alright, so I gotta do this guy. If you're not familiar with World of Warcraft lingo, pat means patrol. Okay, I'm guessing that these core ragers will aggro him if I aggro them. Yep. Minions. Let's take out the ads first. These raid bosses definitely take quite a lot more kill than dungeon bosses. Dungeon bosses are wusses compared to these guys. Alrighty. But then again, the dungeon bosses only take 5 people at level, where these guys take, 10 or 25. I think I'm at the 10-man difficulty here. Alrighty. So, now let's see if killing him makes this one appear, because they've taken out all the rust except for Ragnaros himself. And it's my understanding that I get transported over to Ragnaros's lair. I don't have to run over there myself. Well, we'll see. Oh, yep, there he is. Major Domo. He's up there now. Alright, so I did have to do them in order. Now I know. Another long spiral I run all the way back up here, so sorry for wasting everyone's time. That's right, so there's him, and then he's got a whole bunch of people. Well, I'll just get to it. Let's see, I'm gonna do my Army of the Dead. already, so my game crashed again. And I apparently didn't die, but I don't see Major Domo, so I don't know if I killed him or not. Although, this is now here. So maybe I did? I don't see his body, though. That still hurts me. Alright, and I guess because of the glitch, I didn't get transported to Ragnaros's lair, which I think is supposed to happen, but didn't, so I guess I'm gonna have to run there by myself. Alright, so since I had that crash happen, and you didn't get to see me kill Major Domo or defeat Major Domo, I am now approaching the Ragnaros's lair. I'm actually in his lair now, and I see Major Domo over in the center here. I just need to kind of run around. I think I was supposed to be transported with Major Domo when I've defeated him, because he's obviously not been killed yet. However, because I didn't get transported, I now had to run the entire way, and so I actually just kind of cut out some of that footage, because there's no point in you watching me kind of run all the way back to nearly the beginning of this instance. I was wondering if I'd aggravate at some point. If you get close enough, they'll eventually, like, notice me. What is this insect doing in here? Alright, now that I'm here... Okay, I actually have to go all the way around to talk to him. And that will allow me to start the final boss battle against Ragnaros himself. Friend, from what I hear, the worst part of it is when he knocks you back and you fall. You can take a lot of damage for that. Alright, so I'm just going to read through this real quick. Alright. So now he's summoning Ragnaros. Now let's see, I know he has a knockback, and I think of like where the best place is. Yeah, if I sit here, if he knocks me back,
was ancient when this world was young.
maybe I'll hit behind to hit that rock there instead. There he is.
Too soon. You have awakened me too soon, executors event.
So I didn't have to kill him.
Now for you, insects. Boldly assault the power of Ragnaros. Now you shall see it firsthand.
Do these kind of blasts at him. I guess I do have to get a little closer to him though. There we go. See how quickly I can kill him, and see whether or not he can kill me. And we actually not back. Ooh, yeah, it does actually hurt quite a bit. And I have no healing anything. Oops. Well, he might actually kill me here. Let's see. Got a little help later. Uh-oh, that might kill me. Oh, yep, it did. It did kill me. Alright, I will have a second go at him. I think I can have a second go at him. Okay, a lesson learned. When doing these raids, I definitely need to have... Okay, I think I can just run through here. When doing these raids, I definitely have to have healing potions. Oh, I forgot. You can only talk to him when you're dead. Ah, yes. I'm just gonna scroll through that real quick. You can always pause and read that. Alright, so if I go down here, Oh, do I actually have to go all the way down? Oh my gosh. That's your punishment. You gotta run all the way down. I can't fly or anything like that. Darn it. So this is the old-fashioned way of getting down here. Going along these chains and stuff. Always made me nervous. Can I ask him to take me? Yes. Okay, good. Alright, so mobs are still dead. I wonder if I can continue. So my instance lock will expire another 5 days. So the things that things won't respawn here, and necessarily the bosses that I've killed will stay killed for the next 5 days and 16 hours, etc. So I am going to run through. Oh, it looks like actually looks like I'm in a 40 player variation. Oh, no wonder it's so hard. But I wonder if his health is all the way. Might as well eat, get my health back up. But I wonder if his health is all the way restored when I died, or if it's stuck at where I left him. Alright, so I made it back to Ragnaros's lair, and his health is completely restored. So I think my best option is going to be, since I have no potions at the moment, if I'm going to take him out, that, well, I can either go out and get potions, or I can try again without potions, but I'm going to bring in my army of the dead and try and kill him a lot more quickly. I was taking my time a little bit. I can survive one knockback. I just need to kill him before the second one happens. That's what it looks like to me. And I just barely got him killed before he knocked me back the second time and killed me. So I think that's basically going to be my strategy now. If he kills me again, definitely potions. Definitely potions. Alright, so I made it back to Ragnaros's lair, and his health is all the way back up. I still have no potions, but I think I can survive one knockback if I can kill him more quickly. So my strategy right now is going to attempt a second time at him without potions, but to try and kill him a lot more quickly. Let me get the army of the dead going here, first and foremost, and I'm going to engage him, and let's see how quickly we can take him down this time. And I did edit out my entire run back here just because it just takes far too long. And this video is long enough as it is. Alright, so we're killing a lot more people now. You might actually be doing the knockback on the Army of the Dead guys instead of me, which is good. Alright, so that was definitely the right approach. Haha, I got him. Cool. Alright, so that is the end of the Ragnaros and the Molten Core Raid. So thanks for hanging in there and watching my defeat of him. That was actually kind of cool. I wished I hadn't died, but be that as it may, lesson learned in terms of running these raids that I definitely need healing potions. And next week, I think I'm going to do Blackrock Spire. There's two versions of that, so I'm going to do back-to-back 2 weeks in a row Blackrock Spire. And since I'm still in Blackrock Mountain, so I might as well do all the Blackrock instances and raids in one fell swoop. So join me next week for the first half of Blackrock Spire. Thank you for joining me. Until next week, take care. Bye-bye.